You might have heard this phrase before, that doing less is more. And this video is just about that. Of course, the title is a little bit clickbaity, and productivity is not actually bullshit, but instead, the whole point of productivity, which many people get wrong, is to actually do less and achieve more. You get my point. Achieving more by doing less. And really, when we see it in that perspective, you really do achieve more success, more achievements, and more of everything else that you want by doing less instead of doing more. And the way many people get this wrong is that they try to balance all these 10 different things they're doing. Oh, I want to get good at fitness as well. I want to get good at relationship as well. I want to get good at content creation as well. I want to improve my speaking skills as well. And I want to get good grades in class as well. And they try to balance all these 10 different things, and they end up getting nowhere. They end up achieving nothing at all. And we don't want to end up there. So what I mean by achieving more by doing less is to actually put your focus into one thing for an extended period of time until you get pretty good or decent at it. Do you get my point? Right now I'm working on a project of mine, and I use this analogy over there, which I'm going to share in this video. It goes like this, basically. Let's say you have a glass of water, and consider that there are like 5 people that are dying on a deserted island out of thirst. Just imagine that you have a glass of water and 5 different people are dying in the same location on a deserted island. Those 5 different people resemble, sorry for my broken English, those 5 different people resemble your 5 different interests. Like, we as human beings have varying interests, and of course we want to have a good relationship as well, we want to have good skills in music as well, we want to be good at sports as well, so varying interests. And consider those 5 dying people to be your 5 different interests. And that glass of water you have is your energy or your focus. And you can either give that glass of water to all those 5 different people, a little bit of water, a little sip of water to this one person, and another sip to this another person, and divide that one glass of water among 5 people. Or what you can do is just give one person that whole glass of water. Now, of course, many of you people watching this want to save all those 5 people, isn't it? You don't want to let any of them die out of thirst. You're a kind person, kind-hearted, compassionate person, and human as well. So you want to save all those 5 people, and the moral decision in that might be to give all those 5 people that same glass of water, even if it's a little sip for each one of them. But if we think logically over there, if we think in the truest perspective, in the truest sense, then even if you give a little sip of water to each one of them, the thing that's going to happen next is not going to save their life. In fact, it's only going to make them more thirsty if you just give them a little sip of water to each 5 of them. And by doing that, you end up saving no one. While if you choose to give just one person that full glass of water, what will happen is that person might be saved. That person might have the energy to get up and ask for help. Like, you cannot, of course, many people watching this, they might be, oh, if you can give the glass of water to that one person, then why don't you ask for help, right? But let's just consider you to be a third perspective. No, not third perspective, sorry. let's just consider you to be like an outside invisible force that they cannot see, and you can only put that glass of water to save one person or give it among all those five. Hopefully it makes sense. And if you give it to just one person, you might end up saving that life. You might just help him get enough energy, gather enough energy to get up, which in turn can save all of those five lives. Like, let's just see, if one person has the energy to get up and go ask for help, go get for help, then obviously, if he brings help in time, all five people can be saved. Do you see my point? And even if the other four people, let's say, for example, die because help couldn't reach on time, or because that one person you saved was a selfish one and ran away, you still saved one life. So in the perspective of work, in the perspective of achieving things, it just goes like that. You put that glass of water, all your energy into one thing for a certain period of time until you get pretty good at it, until you get pretty decent at it. And then what happens is, now you can shift your focus from that one thing and put it into another thing. Does it make sense? And that thing that you shifted your focus from, that thing won't lose. It will be maintained. Like, I'll give you an example by using the story of my own life in this case. When I started in fitness, I did it unintentionally. Like, I put all my focus into self-improvement during that time. It was probably around 2021 or something. Back then I was just doing music, and I had done that for an extended period of time, to the point I had developed a lot of skills in my guitar playing, and I had a lot of creativity as well. And then what happened was, self-improvement piqued my interest, and I thought, like, oh, I want to build a good physique. I want to have that six packs and everything. And so I went for it. And what happened was, I was not growing on music during that time. I was just focused on growing fully into my own personal growth, like my mentality, my physique, and everything else. I started reading books, I started exercising, doing all those different good habits, and all the things like I started learning about how to grow your muscle, this particular muscle, which exercise will grow this particular muscle, and what do I have to eat to maintain this physique and lose fat as well, and like, how will I get an attractive physique through my day-to-day activities, and of course, how much should I exercise and all of that. I obsessed over that physique thing for 1 year straight. 1 year straight. I obsessed over working out and all those fitness activities for 1 year straight. In fact, you can see it on my main channel. I've uploaded some fitness videos as well. And that was the thing. I obsessed over it for 1 year, and I ended up achieving that big thing, that six packs physique. While if I just put my focus into 5 different interests, because okay, I was interested in many things as well. Like, I was interested in music, I was interested in sports, I was interested in fitness and business as well. So if I put my focus into 4 different things at once, what would have happened? I would not have grown in a single one of them. That's the thing. I would not have grown in a single one of them. But because I unintentionally put all of my focus, or at least 80% of it, into growing on one area that I didn't have much information about, and just maintaining just 20% of my focus into maintaining the rest of the things, I ended up achieving the thing I put maximum of my focus on. All right? And of course, many people want to have this balanced kind of lifestyle where they want to work out as well, where they want to have this good physique as well, where they want to have this great mentality as well, where they want to have good speaking skills as well, and they want to learn articulation, they want to learn all of that, message conveying skills and leadership skills. Great. You can have all of that. That is possible. But what you need to do to achieve that and not stay in a mediocre level in all of them, but to achieve them one by one, is to go extreme on one thing for a certain period of time instead of focusing on all of those things at once. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes good sense, because people, the majority of people, if you see their lifestyle, they set this New Year's resolution or goal to achieve everything. They want to achieve good grades in school, they want to have like a great physique, and they want to be the number one captain of the high school football team or something. They want to do good in their work life and climb the corporate ladder or do great in their business, whatever. They want to achieve everything, and they set this New Year's goal and they end up achieving nothing. This happens to a lot of people that I know and that you know as well. And you might be one of them. So the solution to that is to just put your focus into one thing for an extended period of time until you get really good at it, and then you can shift your focus from that thing to achieve another thing. All right? Right now, I'm working on a project and I'm putting 80% to 90% of my focus into that one thing. But is my speaking skills going anywhere? No. Is my physique that I put 1 year into going anywhere? No. It's being maintained. Are my music skills, my singing skills, my guitar skills going anywhere? No, they're being maintained. Of course, they're not growing as of now because I'm deciding to grow on my project that I'm working on. I'm putting my focus into that and I'm growing on that as of now. And guess what happens when I finish that project? It will take just a little bit of energy of mine to maintain that. You see, to achieve a certain thing, to grow into a certain thing, requires maximum amount of energy of yours, mentally, physically, whatever your goals are, depending on that. It takes maximum amount of energy to grow. But to maintain that, it doesn't take even half of that energy. Just take fitness, for example. To learn, okay, this type of exercise gives you abs, this type of exercise loses fat. Running and cardio loses fat. And doing like power workouts, like bench press and all of that weights thing, they build muscle mass. That, to learn that and to learn about diet and to learn about the sleeping schedule and getting disciplined in your workouts and everything, that took maximum of your energy. But once you've learned that, once you've achieved that great physique, once you've built that discipline, once you've learned about the diet and your sleep schedule and everything else, once you've built a certain foundation on that thing, and achieved your goals on that thing, maintaining it becomes quite easy. Like, okay, I know everything. I don't need to learn. I don't need to find out some new thing and obsess over it anymore. Just do the same old things and you can maintain it. And in fact, you can do less of that things to maintain it as well. Like, to achieve 6 packs, okay, they're shutting down. I don't know if shutting down is the right word, but they are closing the stadium, so I need to get out of that, get out of this space. And what I was saying is, to achieve the 6 packs, you needed to put in like 7 days of workout for an extended period of time, and you saw no results for a long time. But to maintain that, once you've achieved it, it takes like, what? Twice a week of workout, right? To lose fat, a ton of fat, you needed to run almost every single day of the week for months. But to maintain a healthy level of fat once you've reached your goal, it doesn't take that much, and you can run once a week like I do right now, just to maintain the physique. And it doesn't impact my looks, it doesn't impact my physique at all. So you see the point, you see the whole big picture here. You can achieve that balanced lifestyle, but in the long run. In the short term, you need to go hard, full focused mode on one thing, and in the long run, what happens is people see you living all this varied kind of lifestyle. Like, when people see me, it's like they automatically get it so wrong when they see my lifestyle. I'm doing music as well, I'm doing fitness as well, I'm doing business as well, I'm doing video content creation as well, like this. And for me, it's like, it took me years of full focus into just music to get good at it. And right now I'm just maintaining it. It took me 1 year or more than a year of full dedication into fitness and self-improvement to get to where I am. And I'm just maintaining it right now. It doesn't take much energy to do that. It took me almost a year of learning about business and entrepreneurship and all of that to get started and like get good in this thing. In fact, right now, I do want to grow in business, but since I'm working on a major project of mine, I have to postpone that for later. You see my tone here. I want to grow in business right now. I want to have that successful $10,000 per month or whatever goal, like $100,000 per month, $1 million, I don't know. I want to grow on that. But right now I have to put that focus on working on that project, and only once I've finished that project to maintain, it doesn't take much energy, and then I will go hard on business and marketing and all of that. But right now I need to focus on one thing. And even when I'm maintaining all these things, people see it as a balance. So in the long run, I achieved that goal of balance. But in the short term, and even now, I have to go hard on one thing, all right? And that is how it works. Productivity, the whole point of productivity is to do less and achieve more by doing less. Less number of things, but more work put into that one thing. And you achieve more by doing that. So I hope this video helps you. If you want to work with me, links in the description. I'm not focused on getting clients right now, but still. So good luck and never give up. Hare Krishna. Like the video, subscribe. Hare Krishna.